Hi everyone, welcome back to the bench. And finally, if you hadn't seen the post on Instagram, yes, the Jaeger Precision channel does have an Instagram page. I put a post up that I'd received some bits. Finally, the AKM bits landed. Parcel Force messed it up something fierce, and then I had to go to some post office to collect it. And the post office said it was open, but it was closed, and yeah, it was a nightmare. So, eventually got it yesterday. Three things. Stock kit from EMG made by Dytac. We've got an SAG rail system, which I'm super interested to see how it looks on the rifle, and the quality on this thing is next level. Pretty sure this is developed by Dytac as well, under a pseudonym. And then a Bowmaster 130% recoil spring set. A friend of mine had one of these fitted in his, and he seemed to like it, so we're going to fit that as well. Now, looking at the stock, these parts do normally come individually wrapped, but they're that tightly wrapped up in this like sort of styrofoam stuff that I just unpackaged them because I just wanted to make sure everything was there, which it is. So we have the bracket, which goes onto the rifle, and then I've got a choice. I can use this plate, which gives me an M4 stock tube, or we can use a second plate, which gives, a wrist, so you can use the folding wrist style stocks. Apologies if the light is a bit weird here. It's very sunny, well, not sunny, but very bright outside, so it kind of washes out the studio lights that I've got fitted here. So that's the stock. So we'll be doing that. Recoil spring pretty much speaks for itself. This is a much heavier spring. It comes with some spring guide components as well. And then the Aaron Smith rail, which is basically the reason why I put this order in. I put this in with JKArmy. They didn't send it out as quick as what WGC does. However, it did come with very minimal import charges this end, and it got here safely, so you can't really moan too much about that. So it comes with a front sight, gas block style post thing. I'm not sure what this part's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. The only thing I found about this was the front sight post itself is like really loose, so I'm not sure if we can fit the Marui one into there or something. It comes with a outer barrel, and we got the rail itself, and this rail is absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad that I chose this one. So this is the SAG rail. Might be coming across a bit weird, like brownie coloured on the video because of the lighting, but it's not. It's very much black, and it is so comfortable. It's kind of chunky, but we've got more M-lock than you can shake a stick at. There really is a lot on there. It's very light for what it is. It's got some nice markings on it. And the whole reason why I went with this is because it gives us a solid rail space up front on top of the barrel, but it also gives us a solid piece of real estate for fitting optics that comes behind the rear sight. And the reason that I went for this is because the top, you can get the top covers. Where's my AK? You can get the top covers, which, will have the rail insert like it's fitted on the top, but they're very floppy. The only one that I found, the only rail top sections that I found work a little bit better is if they're fixed like at the rear sight post or something, and they can sort of hinge in, but still they will have a little bit of wobbling. This will fit a rail just here that won't move, so when like zeroing red dots and such, it'll work pretty well. So that's what we're going to be using for that. I did order a barrel a while ago. I'm going to stick with the standard length barrel. I'm not going to make it any longer because I want to keep the power similar to what it is standard. So it's probably going to be a little bit short on the barrel, but it won't hinder it in any way whatsoever. So I'm hoping that barrel goes straight in. I'm pretty sure it's like an MWS style fitment, but we'll find out together. And then a 9-ball rubber as well. And then once we get our hands on one, we'll fit the BavTac nub, because that enables you to use much heavier BBs and gives you a lot more pressure on the hop. So once I can get one of those off him, we'll be doing that as well. But I just wanted to show you guys what I'd ordered. If I can find a picture of an SAG, I'll shove it up over the screen now, if I remember in edit. But yeah, it's very modern looking. And it's just the way it's fitted together here. It's just, there's no rock, there's no play. It's all solid. And this is the most exciting part, I think, to get it installed. I'll have to just have a quick check on how to best install it. So there we go. There's a few comments made on the gas mod video, which the guy says that, you know, he's getting, after doing the gas mod on his MWS magazines, he was getting a lot of gas spitting. Now, for those of you that tuned into the bolt carrier video, which I'm not sure if he saw that or not, you'll see me rattling full auto off on that, and none of my MWS standard magazines are standard. They're all modded. They all have the tube cut straight off, and that thing just chugs. It doesn't chuck gas. You know, if you're filling, let's say you've got a completely empty magazine, you've just done the mod, and you fill it up they do take a while to fill up, and if you fill it up for that long, the magazine is going to get cold while it's filling. Just let it return back to room temperature. I've used these things, you know, in sub temperatures. Yes, when it's cold, even as good as the MWS system is, you know, I wouldn't be using my MWS in the cold weather in full auto anyway. It's just inviting, you know, sort of stoppages. So when I'm in the cold weather, I predominantly use it on semi-auto only, and I never have an issue. The only time I ever have an issue is if I've forgot to charge a magazine with gas when I go out, and I just pull it out and it's like blup blup, and I'm like, oh bloody hell, I've missed that one. So now I'm very, very particular with how I gas the magazine and fill them up with BBs, just so I don't have that issue. But yeah, never had that issue before. The Guns Modify P mags I use as well, they don't have a fill tube and they work absolutely fine too. So you know, there's like I said in the video, which I think it was JHQ Tech on the YouTube. If you are watching, just go watch that bolt carrier video. There's so many variables that come into play. Parts, nozzles, bolt carrier group, propellant, what type of propellant you're using, from what brand. Is it a full bottle? Does it work well in the cold weather? I just use propane because it's I basically, a couple of years ago, took I think it was 8 MWS magazines, and I tried 7 different types of gas and then propane, and in every test, even against like the Nuprol 4, 3, everything like that, propane just outperformed it every single time, and that's why I use it. So sorry to go off on a tangent, you know what I'm like, but I just thought I'd show you guys what I'm going to be fitting over the next couple of videos. Probably do the Bowmaster first, then the stock, and then the Save the Best tool last. We'll put this on. Probably when we put in this on, we'll put the inner barrel and hot rubber in as well, just so we don't have to take it back apart for that. Thanks for tuning in this video, and from me and Bench, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.